Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, what do we say we do a random ranking today? Let's go to my movie collection behind me and then pick out 3 movies at random and then rank those movies based on whatever criteria we come up with. I'll rank them here in the video, but if you'd like to rank them in the comments below, please feel free to do so. Let's get to picking those movies. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Maybe let's do... I don't know, maybe this one. Let's see what this is. Let's maybe go down a notch. Bring it down. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe whatever this is. Let's see. Let's make sure I've seen him. Yes. What? Wait, didn't I just do this? Okay. I gotta pull 2 more. What happened to this one? This looks like it's been caught in a fire. Looks like I bought it for $1 though. So I can't be too upset. Let's do 2 next to each other, see what happens. Okay. Gosh, I can never remember this one. Let's do whatever this one is. Feels like a snapper. I'm really stretching my back. Okay, we can do that. All right. So, first off, we have Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. You know, the Sundance Film Festival. Right there. Let's see. You know, I feel like I liked this when I watched it, and I think I've only seen it once. Maybe twice. I don't know. I'm pretty sure only one time. But I just remember feeling like the part where it's all like, raindrops keep falling on my head. You know that part? We all know it from, you know, Raimi Spider-Man movies. Which one is it? Is it the 3rd one, I think, they do it in? Or is it the 2nd one? I can't remember now. It's the 2nd one, right? Yeah, pretty sure. I could be wrong. It's been a while. Anyway, that part always felt a little strange and odd and just sort of changed the tone a little too much of the movie for me, but also I had heard that song, you know, all my life before having seen this movie, so that probably tossed me out of the film extra, where had I heard that song for the first time in this, that wouldn't have happened. But anyway, you know, it's like I still liked the movie. It was just kind of like, there's that song, you know. So anyway, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Next we have Curly Sue, and looks like I bought this for $10, so this must have been like an out of print thing that they were making extra expensive. And yeah, I like this movie. Grew up watching this. I think I've told a story. I've already told that story about the cereal advertisement, Curly Sue cereal advertisement, in a different one. So another thing I'll bring up in this, maybe I've already brought it up, but I don't know. You hear, or you hear, I say you hear because I'll get to that in a second, but you see and hear a very young Steve Carell in this movie. He's like working at a restaurant, and his voice is so different than what it is as us knowing him from The Office and today, that it is like hard to even hear as Steve Carell's voice. And I'm curious, was he putting it on, or is that just his voice at that time? The first time I ever saw Steve Carell, I didn't like take note of who he was or anything, but the first time I ever saw him was on the Dana Carvey show. I think it was, the episode was called Mug Root Beer Presents the Dana Carvey Show or something. Is that what it's called, the Dana Carvey Show? But anyway, that was the first time I ever saw him, because he and Dana had this like these 2 characters that would like, gosh, now I'm trying to remember what country they're from. They're either German or Swedish. I think people that, I feel like German makes more sense. German people, 2 German men who, you know, like the German sound, voice, maybe they're Austrian, I don't know, but it's like very aggressive sounding, but they are giving out like compliments, right? But doing so with this extreme aggressive accent, like this meal is so good, I must have the recipe. I don't know, I'm doing a terrible job. My kids are asleep, otherwise I'd yell it, but they're like yelling this, right? Yelling it from if I remember right, they were sitting in the crowd, the audience, when they were doing this skit. But anyway, that was my first time seeing Steve Carell, but I didn't learn, you know, I didn't know who he was until maybe The Daily Show or The Office, one of the two. And then, but again, even if it was The Daily Show, I wasn't like paying attention to who this person is. Like, better watch this person; they're gonna make it. So really, it was The Office is where I feel like I truly discovered him as a person, not just like a like someone putting comedy out there. Just another person on a show. But anyway. I'm talking about Steve Carell and I'm holding up Curly Sue here. Yeah, I like that movie growing up. Still, it's good. We watch it every once in a while. Next we have Halloween. So, I guess what else could be said about Halloween? What did you all think of the revival trilogy? I thought it was kind of interesting. I think, honestly, I found, like, the first one, had it just been, like, the first of the new trilogy, had it just been, like, the beginning and end, I feel like that would have been good. But, they have to keep it going. So, it was just frustrating. Because it was like, that would have been a fine film had that been the end of it. But it wasn't. We had to keep going. And then, I don't know, I think maybe I like the third one the most because it's the weirdest one. And the other ones are kind of frustrating because he's kind of living. But I know Michael Myers is barely in the third one. But anyway, yeah, this original here, classic, takes place in Illinois, fictional town. And I don't know, what do you say about it? Classic. We all seen it. We all love it. We all know it's great. So here we go. Now we have to figure out how to rank these. Weird selection here. Interesting. When did this one come out? What year is Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? It'll be in the description. But I'm just wondering. I don't know. I don't see it on here. Or I need better eyes. Okay, so I'm not going to put Butch up front. I'm going to put it actually at the end because it holds zero nostalgia for me, even though it's probably the best one. Actually, Halloween is probably the best one. But Curly Sue has some of that nostalgia, childhood nostalgia. And also, look at the way they did that C right there to write out the word Chicago. Look at that. We got two Illinois movies. Chicago and Haddonfield. All right, let's go. You know what? How do you deny a classic like Halloween? So we're going to go ahead and put that at number 1. And then we're going to go Curly Sue after that. And then, sorry, Butch and Sundance, but I'm going to put you at number 3 because of that silly old song that took me out of the film. Plus, I've only seen it once. The other ones I've seen multiple times. So I'm sure that's playing a role. But anyway, my question to you is, have you seen these movies right here, these 3? Did I already say it? Yeah, 1, Halloween, Curly Sue, Butch Cassidy, and the Sundance Kid. But yeah, my question to you is, have you seen these movies right here? These three. And if you have, actually, I also want to know if you've seen the Dana Carvey show. When it was airing, I lost my spot. Have you seen these 3 films? And if so, what do you think of them? If you've seen all 3, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.